All right, I'm going to be doing a reading for anyone that feels stuck, confused, or like you keep trying to do something, keep wanting to do something, and just nothing seems to be working out. And you know you're being guided to slow down or step away from something, but you still don't know exactly what you are supposed to be focusing on. Because every time you try to do anything, it just like doesn't work out. So, if you've been feeling that way, these messages are for you. What to do, how to handle it, why it's happening, all that. So, let's see. King of Pentacles comes up along with, feels like kind of an overview advice card. Okay, and we have 2 sixes, 6 of hearts, 6 of wands. So clearly what's on the mind of most of you is wanting to just get shit done so that you can live and you can enjoy life. You don't want to have to be, you're over stressing about bills, stressing about job, that type of thing. You know, you want to actually be living, not just focusing on working and all the blah, 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 the stuff that they tell you is important that you actually don't really care about. You're like, I want to enjoy my life. I want to relax, and I don't want to feel guilty for wanting that. I deserve to be happy and to enjoy waking up and looking forward to the day. I don't need to be stressed every second of every hour. So, right now is a time where it can't, I mean, I can try to explain it simply, but it's just so many layers and complications, but basically everything you've ever dreamed of or wanted, let's just say in this life, I mean in all your lives, but specifically in this incarnation, everything you've wanted, desired, dreamed of since you were a little kid, no matter what it wasn't for nothing. It was for something. And you may have felt like at times in your life you had a lot of faith and that if you wanted something to happen, it would, and you believed in that. But then there were other times in your life where that didn't happen and you really thought something would happen or it was supposed to, and it didn't fall through how you thought it would. Well, this is a time where everything that you thought didn't really matter or was forgotten is coming back up. So your old dreams, your old goals, your aspirations, there's a reason you wanted the things you did. Even if it was something as simple as wanting to ride in a hot air balloon when you were little. Like there's nothing too small or simple to your guides and to the universe. And you may think, oh, this is an insignificant goal. How does that help humanity? Don't think that way. If you want something, it is for a reason, no matter what that thing is. So right now is a time when a lot of people have been working really hard on themselves and on their future and trying to do the right thing as far as asking, what do I need? What do I want? Where do I need to heal? What blocks should I remove? And people have been really working hard on their spiritual growth and their mental health, emotional health. And even though there were so many discouraging things, almost everything that held you back kind of motivated you at the same time because it made you want to break out of that even more. And there's been so many times when you've gotten frustrated and like, is this even working? And then there were other times when you had all these affirmations and signs and you knew you were on the right track. But it's just been kind of this back and forth, and it's like you're trying to do what you believe you need and want, but you're having a hard time believing that that's the right thing to do. There's just a lot of questions, a lot of up in the air, a lot of looking for guidance, looking for readings, looking for someone to talk to that can tell you, yes, you're on the right path, you're on the right page. But if you're so desperately looking for that, nobody else outside of you can tell you that. Nobody knows better than you what you're doing and what you should be doing. And that doesn't mean you can't have help from people, but bottom line is no matter what anyone tells you, the truth for you is going to be what you feel to be true. So, right now is a huge time of, and there's so many different people at so many different spots right now, but it's kind of like we're all coming together. So, no matter what level you are on, let's say in school, no matter what grade you are in, everyone's now kind of coming to the same grade. So, people that have been already working really hard on this, they're naturally progressing. But the people who haven't been focusing their efforts here on their growth and have been focusing it on other things that don't really matter at all, they're the ones that are having to catch up really quickly. Think of like 10 years of school in one summer and one summer school versus having trained your whole life and now this is just your finals. So for a lot of you, no matter who you are, it's going to feel challenging. But for a lot of you, you're going to feel like it's a challenge that you can handle because you've been preparing for this, because you knew this was happening on some level, and you have studied the tools that you're going to need to handle this situation. And those of you that I'm describing who have been knowing what's going on and been working on yourself, you're also there to help guide and lead those who haven't been working on this and who are really confused and really clueless and really afraid right now. And because you did this already and you've been through going through this already, you can really be an inspiration to them. And this doesn't mean burden yourself with trying to teach or help others. All you have to do that is to do it in yourself and be an example. And that's truly, truly the best way you can help someone is by doing something for yourself. You can tell someone, explain it, give them a book, make them watch a video, but when they actually see physical evidence of you doing what you say and what you talk about, when they see it being done and they see the results, the undeniable results that it brings, that's what really helps them. So don't be overburdened by anyone else at this time and where they are in their level of evolution or understanding or love. Don't worry about that, okay? Because the more you focus outside of yourself right now, the more confusing and twisted the energy is going to be, because everyone's energy is a little confusing and twisted. And if you're trying to help everyone else's, good luck with that, because you need to be focusing on your own right now. You need you more than ever right now. Even if you feel strong, even if you feel like you kind of know what's going on, that doesn't mean that you need to spread your energy too thin. You still need yourself. So, along with that, the challenges coming up right now that you're facing, there's the type of challenges where there are old things coming up from the past that you thought you healed, but were actually still negatively affecting your life. And maybe you're like, why am I like this? Or why does this always happen to me? Or why do I keep attracting this person? These questions you have, they're being answered now. And it's because of these old things that you really thought you'd let go of or heal, but you haven't. And now is the time to. And that's why you're remembering old memories and old feelings and just having flashbacks a lot. There's a lot of coming up of an energy where you didn't feel recognized or understood or respected, and you felt like people didn't see you as you really are or hear you as you really were, and you try to communicate yourself and you were just misunderstood, and this energy just made you feel like you had to hide a lot of yourself and your feelings and your thoughts because they were taken the wrong way, and you would rather just not speak at all than be misunderstood, especially if what you had to say was really meaningful to you and you really said it with good intentions and it felt right to speak these truths, but when you did, it wasn't met with the reaction you expected. So if you're feeling like people don't see you the right way, people don't see who you really are, maybe they don't understand your intentions, or you just feel really taken the wrong way by everyone. This is a time for you to make sure you're not feeling any of those things about yourself. If you're feeling misunderstood, try to understand yourself better. Even if you think you do, there's always more to be discovered. And you need to have some solid beliefs in yourself that no matter who or what says something different, it's not going to make you change how you feel about yourself. So if you make it a concrete fact that you are confident in your ability to always know what direction to take, no one can come along and make you feel like you're lost or confused, because you know that you're always being guided. Even when things seem unclear, you know that you trust yourself or whoever is guiding you. And so you can't be hurt by someone saying you're doing it wrong, because you know you're not. So right now, whatever you feel misunderstood by or challenged by, or like the world doesn't see it the right way, you make sure you feel secure about it in yourself. Secure your own beliefs in yourself. And that's what's going to help the world see you that way as well. And right now, if you're feeling a lot of insecurities come up, or like these old memories, flashbacks, pains, it's because these are the things that you need to heal and to work on and to gain confidence in order to be received by the world the way that you want to be received. Okay, let's see what else comes. Okay, so we have another king here, King of Swords, Queen of Cups. So another challenging thing right now is that you're really encouraged to find the balance between being open, receptive, understanding, loving, and also having boundaries. So that's kind of a big challenge for a lot of people is, where do I have boundaries without being rude or disrespectful, and how do I love and give freely without feeling like I'm giving too much of myself? Now, the more secure you are in your thoughts and your feelings, like I was saying before, the easier it is to know, is it safe for me to help this person or to give some of my energy? Is it a safe exchange? Am I going to get something in return, as far as energetically, not necessarily like, oh, I'll only do this for you if I can get something. Not like that, but in a energetic way, even if the thing you receive is that good feeling knowing you helped someone. But if afterwards you just feel drained, it's probably not the best place to be giving your energy. It's okay to be selfish. It's not wrong to be selfish. And if someone is being selfish in a negative way, where they're hurting other people to benefit themselves, that's from fear, okay? So there's a fearful way to be selfish, where you don't believe there's enough to go around, and you have to look after yourself because you don't think anyone else will. But then there's another type of selfish where it's a responsibility you have to yourself to put yourself first. You can't expect anybody else to do that for you. And if you do, you're going to get heartbroken and your expectations are going to get let down. You're going to feel like everyone is letting you down, when really you're putting on them what should only be on your shoulders and your responsibility. You need to stand up for yourself. If you were ever little and you felt like your parents didn't stand up for yourself, or maybe you couldn't speak up for yourself because you were little, because you were small, because nobody respected you, anytime you ever felt that way, now is the time to go back to those moments energetically and say, I'm standing up for myself now, and for my boundaries, and for my beliefs. Don't let anything energetically, I'm not just talking about people. There's heavy, heavy energy right now in the world that is challenging you, that is saying, don't believe what is true to you. Believe lies instead. There's so much energy testing you, But know that it's okay because you are passing these tests because you know better. You feel it in your soul, in your heart. You know the truth. And when these tests come to challenge it, it only makes it stronger within yourself. When the resistance comes, let it make you stronger. Take that resistance and use it as your own tool. Like absorb the energy that's shot at you and turn it into something you can use, okay? Because the harder the resistance is, the more powerful you are. And that's why that resistance has to try so hard to convince you that you're not powerful. So the harder the struggle is you're experiencing right now, the more powerful that means you are. Remember that. If it was very easy to take your power, it would have been taken away a long time ago. It would be easy to fool you, to trick you, but it's not. And that's why you're feeling challenged right now. But know that instead of becoming weaker from these challenges, you're becoming stronger. We have Jack of Cups, which it could be Page or Knight of Cups. So you may feel like you're starting over in a lot of ways, or like the life you once lived was not authentic to who you are, and you kind of have to start over and live a whole new life, but one that feels true to you. And it's okay to leave anything behind. You are not attached to anything or anyone or any idea. If you wake up and decide everything you once believed in, you don't really believe in it anymore, that is absolutely fine. In fact, if you aren't changing and evolving and always adjusting your beliefs and ideas, then that's when you should be concerned, okay? We're meant to change and evolve. Only robots stay the same, and even they have updates. So if you are, don't ever be ashamed of questioning your beliefs or thinking, maybe this isn't what I believe anymore, maybe this isn't right for me anymore. Never let anyone make you feel ashamed for standing up for your own beliefs and whatever is true to you, okay? Nobody can tell you that it's not true. No one knows better for you than yourself. This is definitely a time of self-empowerment, and although a lot of you may have been thinking that you have been self-empowering this whole time, well, this takes it to a whole nother level. Because there are forces, and I'm not going to say dark or evil forces, because I don't like saying dark and light, because whatever it is, ultimately is helping you, because you can't see your light without shadows, right? But there are forces challenging and testing you, all out of love, of course, because they want you to do better. Even though it feels like it sucks, the darkness is helping you to be better, is giving you these challenges, is giving you these blocks, because once you step over those blocks, you'll be even higher up. So look at it that way. Don't look at anything or anyone as your enemy. Even your struggles and your sadness, they're helping you, okay? And it's up to you. 7-11 also is the time, and the 7 of Wands just came up. So Spirit is saying, you know when we're talking to you. You know because you can feel it in your heart. We're not screaming at you. We're not yelling at you. We're not forcing things. Our voice is a gentle feeling in your heart. It is not forced upon you. We are not forcing you to listen or be guided, okay? It's there if you want it. Those loud, intrusive, scary thoughts do not come from Spirit, from God, okay? And when something just feels peaceful and maybe you don't know why, and maybe you're like, how will that ever work? How will that happen? But for some reason, it just feels like it will. That's Spirit talking to you, and Spirit's been talking to you a lot lately. You've been receiving many signs, whether that's numbers, 444s, 888, 222, 777, 000, 111, any numbers you've been seeing. Specifically, that's what they just said, but any numbers, feathers, pennies, you name it, like even asking for a sign and just seeing a stop sign next to you, anything, okay, I'm telling you. You are being very divinely guided, And one of the big tests that's coming up is to trick you into thinking that's a coincidence. What does that even mean? And I see that all the time. But it's it's your choice. There's no wrong or right. If you want to believe these things are signs and they're from spirit and they're there to help you, follow that path. But if you don't, and if you instead want to, you know, try listening to the media and all of that and try that path, that's okay too. There's no wrong choice here because you're going to learn a lesson either way. I'm just laying this out for you so you can probably understand your options a little better and maybe make a better choice for yourself. But again, there's no judgments here. There's no wrong things, okay? You just go where you're guided and stop second guessing yourself. Stop having regrets or feeling like, oh, what if that wasn't the right choice, okay? These doubts are literally killing you. You can't have all this doubt. Choose what you're going to do and go forward with it. Stop being so back and forth. Just make a choice because I'm telling you, any choice is better than sitting around choosing nothing, okay? Because you're going to learn either way. But you're not going to learn anything by sitting and doing nothing. Queen of Swords coming up. So I'm getting all sassy. But this is really saying like anything right now makes you feel powerless, you can yell at it if you want. If there's a thought that comes in that you don't like, that maybe you're feeling just great and like everything is gonna work out, and then all of a sudden a thought of money comes in, and you could say fuck off, get out of my energy. Like tell that to go away and say you are not allowed here, you are not invited here. Don't come back unless you want a problem. You can literally speak like that to energy, okay? Don't feel like you're powerless. The only way you could be is if you believe you are, and I swear that it's coming in so strongly, okay? Let no challenges right now make you think you're powerless. And again, the stronger the forces, the stronger the challenges are, it's only because you are that powerful. Okay, and 2211, as I said, that's what was recording. So you could also be seeing 2211. But basically, that 2211, that's just telling you you will never go wrong following your heart. Never. Even if you feel like, but that one time I did and I ended up getting my heart broken. No, you ended up learning a very important, valuable lesson. You following your heart will never be the wrong choice. So when you're confused, what does your heart want? What would make you smile? What would make you feel good? Don't overthink it and think, oh, if I say this, they might think this, or the universe. No, just simplify it in your heart. What do you want? And if what you want is to be out of pain and out of sadness, and if you just want, even if you just want money, say, I just want money to go get my nails done or something like that, that's okay too. There's no request too small or insignificant, okay? Whatever's on your mind right now, speak it, ask for it, be open. If you're worried about something, don't try to say, no, I'm not worried, I trust everything's fine. Because if that's not fully true, then you're denying that part of yourself that is afraid. Speak your fears openly. Speak to yourself, speak to your angels, speak to God, speak to a friend. Just get it out there. Say, I am worried. I am afraid of this. And don't be afraid to admit that. Don't think if you admit to feeling sad or scared that that's going to send a message to the universe to make you more sad or scared. No, you have to admit how you feel if you ever want to move on from that feeling. And know that it's okay. You're not expected to be perfect, happy 100% of the time, okay? That is so unrealistic, and nobody lives like that. No human, at least. Okay, I want to get one more, though, with this. Okay, two more with this Five of Pentacles, because I'm getting a lot of you can be feeling this way. Not just physically, not just which Five of Pentacles is like left out in the cold, kind of like, what do I have? Like I've lost everything. Like, but in the picture, they're still going. They're still moving. They're not just sitting there waiting to die. They're in a bad position, but they keep moving. Five is about change. If you want change, you have to make change. So if you're in a bad place, keep going, because why would you want to stay in that bad place? And with this, we have another 5, again, change, and then 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, you can stay in sadness and regret, but how long are you going to stay there before you get sick of it and you say, I need to do something different because I don't want this anymore? If you've been living with regrets that won't let you move on because you feel like you just can't, or you can't be forgiven, or maybe you can't forgive someone else, know that this is like a black anchor sinking in your heart, not allowing it to move or open. This is killing you, okay? There's so much old energy. Literally the world is ending, okay? But it's not like, the Armageddon, how people think, like, the world is ending spiritually, emotionally, but it's renewing again, okay? This isn't just a little shift or a little change or a little upgrade. This is literally the end of the old world, the old earth, and the beginning of the new earth. So best believe there's going to be a lot of energy that needs to be cleared. And if you are staying in regret, you are still connected to the old world. You don't want to be part of that. There's a reason it ended. What you want is to embrace this new world that you've been working so hard for, okay? You've been working so hard for this and you deserve it. Don't let your mind trick you into thinking you have to hold on to something, you have to replace something in your mind. You don't. You deserve to start feeling like everything you put out, everything you give out is coming back to you. You deserve to feel that flow of energy. But that can't happen as long as you're connected to regrets of the past. Say this with me now. Say, I accept my past and honor my past decisions. They led me to this spot, which is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Okay? You don't have to say exactly that. Say something like that, okay? Trust in something or someone, even if it's your own higher self. Trust that everything you've been through was for a reason. No matter how tiny it may have seemed, it was very important and for a reason. And trust that that is all coming to light and coming together right now, okay? So you can't still be stuck on the past to open in this new future. Okay, I hope this helps bring you guys some clarity, some peace of mind. Yes, and blessings to you, and I hope you all have a much more peaceful rest of your week. Thank you.